Okay, we're back in our program on Inside Bicol, and our guest for tonight is Congressman Teddy Bronner Bagilat of the province of Ifugao. Uh, Congressman, I understand that you're also involved with the Kaya Natin movement, no? Alam ko sila Secretary Robredo is part of that movement, si Harvey Quino. So tell us something. Ano ba itong movement na ito that you're part of?
It started with 5 politicians. I was governor at that time. Secretary Roberto was mayor of Naga City, Governor Among Ed of Padlilio of Pampanga, Governor Grace Palaca of Isabela, and Mayor Sonia Lorenzo of Nueva Ecija. And we wanted to have a sort of a fraternity of local officials or public servants, politicians, who are into programs that fight graft and corruption, who are examples of ethical leadership, who have good practices in local governance, like si Secretary Robredo, what he has done for Naga City, si Governor Among Ed naman, yung kanyang laban sa Weteng, ganun din kay Governor Grace Padaca, yung laban niya sa Dynasty, no, saka sa mga katiwalian sa Isabela. And on my part, no, my campaign for the preservation of indigenous knowledge. No? Kasi sabi namin, yung mga corrupt na politician, dumadami. Saka they seem to have found a comfortable spot, no, in the halls of Congress or in government. So dapat tayo ring mga people who are fighting against graft and corruption, meron din tayong fraternity, no? Parang brotherhood, parang sanctuary, no? That's how we call it. And that is what Kaya Natin is all about. We have been now expanding our membership. No? We now have Senator TG Dingona as a member, Congressman Bolet Banal, and some other mayors and even councilors, no, from all over the Philippines. No? May screening yan eh. And then what we do is we go around, we involve ourselves in information dissemination about our stories, no? Para malaman ng mga mag-aaral, ng mga taong bayan na meron palang mga politicians na hindi corrupt. Not all are corrupt and inefficient. We have also good models of public servants all over the Philippines.
Okay. So, how does one become a member of that?
Normally, you're nominated.
Nominated.
Magsimula yan, circle of friends, and then we also get feedback from civil society, from the church. And, meron tayong magaling na konsehal dito, no? Na linabanan niya ang Weteng, kunyari. O kaya isang counselor doon sa Zambales na linabanan niya yung katiwalian ng kanyang powerful na uncle. No? Mga ganon. And then, there's a screening, and if all of us agree that his story is compelling enough, no, that it provides inspiration for others also to follow the tuwid na daan, then that's when we make them members of Kaya Natin. So now we're around 22.
22. Okay, so it's growing. Okay, let's talk of another issue. One of the pressing issue right now is about the fight in Mindanao. There are certain quarters who are saying that the government must have an all-out campaign in Mindanao. Of course, we have also heard the president. What is their position on this issue as far as the move, or let's say the calls of some people that there should be an all-out war? All-out war.
Well, the party right now, although I think it's still unofficial, the Liberal Party.
The Liberal Party.
The Liberal Party's position right now is to stand behind the president. Yung call niya that the peace process will still be respected, but there should be a call for justice. Andyan pa rin naman yung marching orders to pursue the attackers, the killers, the soldiers. Pero yung peace process should not be derailed, and we are still into negotiations, and there's no call for an all-out war. And we're standing behind that. In fact, even before the president asked us to come out with our positions, I already released a statement. Even Congressman Erin Cañada released a statement calling for sobriety. No? Kasi naiintindihan namin no, na una, we're so emotional. The military is so gung-ho right now. No? But at the same time, we're looking at the, not just now, but beyond. No? If we can really negotiate peace within this administration, that would, to me, be the biggest achievement of the Pinoy administration. Ang laki ng public investment ginagastos ng gobyerno to sustain several conflicts. The conflict with MILF and the conflict with the NDF. That's why we are having a difficult time in providing the budget for our social services because of this war. And aside from that, of course, there's the casualties of war, and people afraid to invest in these areas that are war torn, that are conflict areas. So to me, mahirap talaga ang kapayapaan, but I think the fight for peace is a fight worth winning.
Okay. Let's go on another issue. Talking about the Liberal Party, there are some people who say that there's a need now to coalesce with certain parties, but some people say that they'd rather wait for some time. What is the present direction right now as far as the Liberal Party? One is about the issue on coalition. The other one is the acceptance of members, because I know that even here in Bicol, a lot of groups would like to join the Liberal Party. What is the position, or what's the policy of the Liberal as far as that issue is concerned?
Well, in Congress, specifically in the House of Representatives, we are into a coalition. The administration coalition is composed of the LP as the biggest party. And there's Lakas, there's the National Unification Party, NPC, and NP. So we have partners, including party list members. Now, if you're talking about coalition in 2013, that's a different thing. Something that hasn't been officially discussed yet. Although, naririnig ko na yan because in 2013, aside from the local elections, you're also going to have a senatorial elections, and mukhang hindi pa nakakabuo ng full slate. Although we already have a number of possible senatorials like Congressman Eric Panyada. And so among kaya is why not look at other parties that more or less share our same ideology, our love for democracy, for liberalism, the respect for an opposition, the preferential treatment for the poor. Then maybe we can have a coalition in 2013. But the thing is, you have to also look beyond. How is that coalition going to stand in 2016? So hindi basta-basta madali yung decision. But right now, there's a de facto coalition with other parties. But as far as LP is concerned, strengthening the party, merong grupo sa loob ng LP na nagsasabi na we should not just recruit anyone. Dapat yung kanilang track record has been someone who is for good governance, someone who has fought against corruption, someone who is democratic or believe in the principles of democracy. Yun ang aming i-recruit. But syempre, hindi mo rin matatanggal that there are those na dating galing sa kabila na napasok na sa loob ng partido because meron din silang mga patrons. But ako, as far as what I do, whenever I recruit members, I see to it that they are wise, they are examples of good government before I recommend it to the party leadership.
What is the national directorate now? What is the composition of the Liberal Party as far as the national director is concerned? Who are the officers right now?
We have the big names, like Marojas is our president, honorary chair is the president himself, Speaker Belmonte is also one of the top officials, Congressman Ginabaya, and all, I guess you may call them LP elders, yung mga dati na mga senators. And then automatic that governors and congressmen, incumbent governors and congressmen are part of the National Executive Committee or the NEC. Yung party structure kasi noon is wala kaming regional chair people Unlike Lakas na from the National Executive Board, you have regional chairman, you have the provincial chairman. Sa amin, it was just from the National Executive Committee, diretso ang pakikipag-ugnayan sa provincial chair.
As of now, there's no regional
as of now, no. But in the recent convention ng LP, nagkaroon ng mungkahi to change our constitution to incorporate regional positions. But wala pang election or appointment so far. At least sa aming region, wala pa kaming napili na regional chairman. So I'm just the provincial chairman in my province. So I think along the way, they're going to fill up these positions. And before, we also had a vice president for sectoral representatives. So ngayon, hinati-hati na yung sector. I used to be the vice president for civil society organizations. Ngayon, hinati-hati na. Merong vice president for women, for nilalaban ko nga is indigenous people, so for labor. So that's how LP is structured.
Okay, so I guess we have discussed a lot of issues. That it's too bad that we're running out of time. So siguro your message to our viewers, Congressman. We have viewers here on the cable companies here. Also have viewers overseas because we're online on the internet. So you may have a message to our viewers, Congressman.
Yes, nagpapasalamat ako for the invitation of Fred to grace your Insight Bicol program and an opportunity once again to visit Bicol. This is a very, to me, one of the most beautiful regions in the Philippines. I have a sister-in-law who is from Albay, and I enjoyed going around the different provinces of the Bicol region, and much more so because I met my fellow IPs na meron palang mga katutubo dito sa Camarines Sur. And to me, yun po siguro ang aking hiningi sa ating mga nakapanood, no? To know more about the IPs in your area. He or she may be your neighbor. Most of them are discriminated upon, even if we have to appreciate that they are guardians of our environment. Sila yung nag-aalaga sa ating kagubatan, kabundukan. And so maybe to know more about the culture of the IPs in your area. In Mindanao, the Manobos, the Supanens, the Mangyans, in Central Luzon, the Aitas, the Dumagats, are everywhere. And help them fight for their rights. Because under the law, meron po silang mga karapatan na kailangan ipagtanggol natin. And bilang kongresista, katutubong kongresista, I will do my best, no? Not just to work for my own district, no? But sa lahat po ng mga katutubo sa buong Pilipinas. So kung meron po tayong mga kapwa katutubo dyan, no? Kung kailangan niyo po ng tulong, just contact me sa House of Representatives. Kung wala po kayong congressman na katutubo, ako na po ang ituring ninyong congressista. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, in behalf of GNN TV48 Naga, we'd like to thank you, Congressman, for joining us.
Thank you.